Hi, you're again with Volleyball Explained and our podcast First Tempo. I'm very glad to welcome our next guest, the top scorer of the regular season in Italy, Rok Možič. Rok, thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
First of all, as a tradition, let's start with the start of your career. Your father, if I'm not wrong, was a volleyball player too. I could assume that he was the reason for you to start volleyball, but is this the one? And have you ever tried any other sport?
Yes, it's true. My father is still volleyball coach and was my volleyball coach when I was young. Also, my mother played volleyball, so yes, we were like a volleyball family. I have also one sister that is 8 years older than me, and also she played, but she was not so she didn't grow up so high, so she stopped, and now she has 2 kids. So yes, I think she's happy. So yes, I think a lot of time we speak about this, and they say that they never force me to play volleyball or to play any other sport, that I choose this alone. So yes, a lot of say that my road was already written, but actually I tried also a lot of other sports. So I tried football, that is also famous in my in my city. I tried basketball, water polo, athletics, karate, gymnastics, and also for every time I say this, like it's something special, that I try also ski jumping, that is very famous also in Slovenia. So
yeah, I asked also your compatriot and a teammate in the national team, Tina Unaut, why actually Slovenia so good in sports? Because you mentioned ski jumping, you mentioned football, but also basketball, of course, alpine skiing. Why do you think Slovenians are so good in sports?
It's difficult to say. Actually, a lot of people ask us this: how is possible? You are only 2 million people, and you are great in all of the sports. Also in cycling, we have two the best cyclists in the world. So I think actually we have a lot of coaches and a lot of families that like to invest in sport. So I think we are a nation like this, that we want that our kid is that is good in something that he do. So actually we have good parents and good coaches that help us to do this. And also we are, I think, quite competitive. Also sometimes we joke that we want to be better than our neighbor. So this how to say, push us in front to be every day better and better. And I think this is the goal, that everybody want to be good at something that they do, and we have a lot of opportunities to do good sport. We have everything like mountains, sea, a lot of gyms, a lot of everything. So we have good possibilities, and I think also country invest a lot in the sports. So yes, I think we are really doing good job in every sport that is possible.
That was actually this season, which is not, which hasn't ended so far, but still is your first season abroad. How did you choose Verona, and do you have any other proposals from other teams from abroad?
Yes, I stayed 3 years in first league of Slovenia. So I started when I was 16, and also after second year, there was we were talking about with some clubs to go abroad maybe for my first year, because I play good in Slovenia. But actually my goal was always also when I was young to go to Italy. So last year I could still not go because I was too young, and I say, okay, maybe it's good for me to wait one more year. I play in Maribor, we fight for the title, that at the end we got it. So it was actually a very good choice that I stay. And at the end, yes, I say, okay, after third year, and now it's time to go somewhere. And for sure, I wanted to go to Italy. I had some offers from also one of the best clubs. So like I had from Lube, Perugia. So I say also from the best. I had also from Milano, Monza, And at the end, I choose Verona. Actually, we speak a lot with the club, with the Rado also, and I think we find good agreement. They wanted me to come. I also wanted to come. A lot of people say that Rado said to me, "Ah, you will play." It was actually not like this. He say, "If you will deserve a chance, you will play." He say, "Every player is like this. I cannot 100% guarantee that someone will play." But they give me opportunity from the start, so I'm very happy that I choose Verona and that I play very good my first year in Italy. Actually, it's still not finished. We play for this fifth place, but regular season was good for us. We were close to going to the playoffs, so it was a little bit. We were a little bit sad because it was our goal, but we fight every game. Was not easy. We had also a very young team. But yes, I'm looking forward now also for the next years. I think Verona is very good for me.
Yeah, actually, very recently also resigned for 3 more years in Verona. And let's mention actually that as a neighbor of Italy, Slovenia and Maribor are not that not that far from Verona. So you can go home very easily. How much distance is that? Not much, I believe.
It's 4 hours, something like this, from here to my home. So yes, actually, this was also one of the one of the things that we want. That the first year I go somewhere is close to my home. That if something happen, I have some problems, my family can come, they can help me, because it's not so easy. Also, I was 19 years to go first year somewhere, to live alone, to be in new city. So yes, and now actually it's also, this was very nice that it's close to my home, and a lot of my friends come. My family was here now for the weekend, so this is very nice, and I think it's great that I stay in Verona here for 3 more years.
You were born in Maribor, right? Because
Yeah.
I've been to Maribor almost 6 years ago. A very nice city with the Drava River and so on. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes, I was born in Maribor and I always lived there, so
yeah.
it's my city.
In this case, I was there for a football match of my favorite football team, and did you expect such a great, I would say, performance in the first year? You didn't need any time to adjust and to be at the top scorer of the regular season in the league.
Yes, actually, I think nobody expected this, because I say that Italian league is one of the best in the world. So I'm very happy about my performance. I can say that first I need to thanks to Rado, to all the club, that they give me opportunity to play from the first game. I think I deserve it with everything I prove on the practices, on friendly matches. And second, I need to be happy that I had the opportunity to play national team. So I play VNL this summer and after World European Championship, and actually I adapt a little bit to the level, because if you compare Slovenia and Italy, it's still 1 or 2 levels higher, the Italian league. And when I play with national team, I see how the level actually is. So everything is going a little bit faster, stronger. The players jump more. So this is why I also think that I adapt quite fast, because I also adapt to the national team. And yes, but for me, like I say, the season is still not finished. I want to help my team to reach to win as many games as possible now for this fifth place. Maybe we can also finish fifth, because it's important for us for next season, because this fifth place leads to Challenge Cup, so it's like third competition in volleyball. And yes, so but I think next year I want to improve a lot. I still need to improve a lot, and I want to play even better and better, and to help my team to that we go to playoffs and maybe reach semifinal and finals. We see.
Yeah, you mentioned Rado several times, Radostin Stoychev. How is he different from the coaches you have worked before, and including in the national team?
Actually, before I came, I heard a lot of stories like from Rado that everybody speak in some clubs, and I was a little bit scared. How to say, he has he has, how to say, great. He did a lot of achievements, so I knew for sure he need to be a good coach, one of the best in the world. And yes, but I think we have very good, how to say, conversation between each other. It's not so easy, but I think it's like this with every coach. When something you don't do good, he like to scream a lot. He like to say also some bad words, but I think in sport this is normal. And I like him as a coach. He like to push a lot. So I think it's also because of because of him that I improve during the season so much and that I play so good. And I think in the future we can do great stuff together if we a little bit improve the team.
And one question which is pretty much linked to the last one, how did you communicate in the dressing room? I mean, not only with the coach and the coaching staff, but also with the other, but with your teammates, because probably in Italian, but for example, Rado speaks also something Serb Croatian, and yeah, because it's more or less the same language.
Yes, I need to be happy that with me he speaks Serbian. Actually, yeah, it's very similar to Slovenian. So this was very nice for me from the start because he speak usually with the team. He speak always Italian, and at the start I understood some words because of the national team because our coach was Italian, but I was not able to understand everything, and also I was not able to speak. So this was how to say a privilege for me. And but with the other guys I speak English. I think almost all of them speak. Some Italians have the problem a little bit, but we understand each other quite fast. Now when he speaks Italian, I don't have no problem at all. I understand everything. I try to speak as much as possible. I still have some problems, but I think I improve a lot. And yes, when I speak with him, still like person to person, we speak in Serbian. It's the most easy to understand. But with the team and inside the court, I try to speak Italian as much as possible.
Yeah, and I believe he also had some years in the Serbian league, probably in the beginning of this century or in the end of the last one.
Yes.
And you're playing also beach volleyball, of course, with the indoor. How did the two sports, the two types of volleyball, mutually help each other?
Yes, I played almost every summer beach volleyball also because at my grandma and grandma's place, we have 4 beach volleyball courts. So my father has beach volley camps every summer and I was there a lot. And actually I played very good. I achieved, I think everything in Slovenia. I achieved also, I win European Championship under 20 this summer. So I like to play beach volley a lot. It's very nice, but for sure I think it helped me to become even better in indoor because some plays from beach volleyball you can use also indoor. And yes, it's not so easy when I change. So when I went from indoor to beach and after from beach to indoor, but I think I adapt pretty fast, and for sure some indoor stuff helped me with beach volley and beach volley helped me with indoor.
And let's talk about social media and the internet space, because you have a website, you're active in social media, and of course this is very important for sports persons now to be promoted in this way. What is your opinion on that, and what was exactly the reason to develop all these sites for your personality and being in social media?
I think that now we live in this period that everything is on social media, everything we see is on our telephones, computer, television. So for sure it's very important for sportsmen to be seen a lot. Actually like this, after or during your career, you can also get some sponsors, get some money, and because of this that you became famous. Also after, like I say, after the career, maybe when I stop, I hope that I will have a lot of money from volleyball and also from the other stuff. So this is the reason that I that I started also with my brand and this website, a lot of how to say promotion on Instagram. I have also one agency that that works for me, that are doing this stuff for me, that is easier, that I can focus more on volleyball, because at the end, this is the most important. If I play good on the court, it's also easy for them to promote me. It's difficult to promote somebody that is not playing so high. So I try to focus as much as possible on volleyball, and they try to do a lot of this stuff. But actually, it started a lot because of my father. He liked to wear hats during the summer, also during the winter, and he say, "Why we don't do one hat like with your brand?" And we start to do some hats, some jerseys, t-shirt, hoodies, and we start to sell them slowly. So it's still not, how to say, a lot of profitable, but I think in the future we can do some good stuff also with my brand. And but yeah, like I say, I need to play good on the court. That is easy for everybody to know me and to promote me.
Yeah, and let's mention that your brand is RM9, as
RM9
your initials and the number
is written like this. That M is a little bit, have a little bit hole, so it can be also 19 or 9, because in national team I wear 19, and in the club I wear usually 9, so it's like 19. Also, my mother wore 9. My father my mother wore 1 when she was playing, and my father wore 9. So it's like 1 and 9, 19, or only 9. So it's like RM19 or RM9, depends.
Yeah, and I can also I will put also your website in the description of the video, so people can check. So Rok, thank you again for accepting the invitation to be a part of the podcast, and I would like to wish you a lot of luck in not only this season for in the fight for the Challenger Cup place, but also in the seasons to follow, and of course in the summer with the national team.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you also for great wishes. And yes, I hope we will play a lot of good games still this season, this summer, and next year. I think will be very nice.
And dear listeners or spectators, thank you again for listening or watching to the podcast, and I hope that you're going also to do it the next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.